polynomials. Read together. 1, 2, 3. Gio, read it again, please.
I can factor polynomials.
So, our concept for today, we're still on?
Polynomials.
So, in your fair model, write polynomials. Okay? By now, you should be able to fill out the fair model by yourself without looking at your notes. So, give me the definition, one example, one non-example, and a couple of hashtags, please. Go. Okay, let's see. Do you have something like this?
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
Good.
For various terms, can I put monomials instead? Since they're monomials are different terms.
For what?
For like various terms, can I put monomials?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What was the question? Matthew?
How do we put various terms and what are they examples?
Because there could be various terms, right? Also, who remembers when we covered polynomials that the word itself, poly means what?
More than four.
Many. Nomials mean terms. So many terms. All right. So, steps. Number 1. Bless you. What is our first step? Let's think back to last week when we started factoring polynomials. The very first thing we should do is Ivan. Find GCF. After you find GCF, what do we do? Axel. Divide the expression by the GCF. Step 3. Once we divide, what do we do? Felipe. Bam, right. Your expressions, but since they're multiplying, what are they called? Factors. Step 4. Livia. Sure. Matthew. Check, which is to multiply. Simple steps. You guys remember that from last week?
Yep.
Okay. So from there, I had you guys copy a couple terms just to clarify as I was going to be talking through the lesson. Remember that? Then we did example 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. We did a couple more. Then we did one of these. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
What is this?
You didn't really like, or you did, but like.
Yeah, we just went over the last part. So with that said, copy this one, example 2A. It says, example 2F. What if the area of the solar panel on another calculator is 2x squared plus 4x in centimeters squared? Factor the polynomial to find the possible expressions for the dimension of the solar panel. Copy that. Okay, let's go over this one together. Let's draw a picture of a calculator. Let's see. Have you guys seen that some calculators have a little solar panel about right there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have the screen. Let me put the screen in blue, right about here. And then you have your numbers right here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wow. That is wonderful calculator.
Division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, and for those that are like factors, equal sign, slash, scribbles, I don't know, whatever. So, this solar panel has this area, so we write in here 2x squared plus 4x. Now the centimeter squared, we leave it for right now on the side because we're going to use the measurement for the dimensions. So, to find the dimensions of this panel, we need to first find what, everyone? GCF, which is 2x. Okay, so that's the dimension for this side. How do we find the dimension for the other side? Or the measurement for the other side? Step 2 is to divide. So what is 2x squared divided by 2x? X. What is positive 4x divided by 2x? 2. Therefore, the dimensions, or the dimensions of the solar panel are 2x times x plus 2 centimeters, 10 cubed. And talk it over, why didn't I write centimeters squared? Why didn't I write centimeters squared?
Okay, ready? Well, I can't repeat what you said. Hold on. Because we're finding the dimension instead of the area. So we already have the area. Ready? Because we're finding... We need to switch seats, Mr. Q.
I know, right?
That way.
Yeah, once we have the budget,
I like it when they mess up.
be nice.
I like it that she's not the one messing up anymore.
All right, so we're done with these simple ones. Let's go to some funner ones. Copy this one, please. Example 3A and 3B. Example 3A and 3B. It says, factor each expression. For A, the expression is 5 times x plus 2 plus 3x times x plus 2. B, we have negative 2b times b squared plus 1 plus b squared plus 1. Just copy it. I'm going to go over these two really quick, and then you can finish copying in a little bit. All right, so I'm going to write something over here on the right side that has nothing to do with these two expressions, just to get your mind to transfer that into this one, okay? If I had 5x plus 3x squared, and I asked you to write it in factored form, you would write 5 times x plus 3 times x times x. Do you agree with that so far? And then from there, I would ask you, what do each term have in common, or what is a GCF? You would say x and x. Is that correct? And you would only write it one time over here, not twice, but that's what they have in common. That's why only we write it once. Is that correct? So from there, I would ask you, what was left once we factored out 1x? For this term, what's left is a 5 plus, and what's left on this term? 3x. Does that make sense? And these are my factors. Factor number 1, factor number 2, or vice versa. So the question is here, how does this apply to here? So look at it. Here we have two terms, this term and this term. What do they have in common? X plus 2. This one and this one, that's my GCF. And what's left over, everyone? 5 plus 3x. Yes, and these are my factors. Copy that, please. Yeah, and the other day that you turned in page 529, if you remember, I only said for you guys to do numbers 1 through 7, but some of you did the ones right underneath that, the 4 of them. You had some of these, right? Yeah.
So we're just multiplying, right? We're not adding this one?
Right now we're factoring. Okay, let's go over B. What is our GCF for B? B squared plus 1. Which is this one and this one. All right. What do we have left on the first term? Negative 2b plus, since there's nothing left on this one, we always put a 1. And those are my factors. Yeah. Yeah, the purpose was so that you guys can remember that there's a coefficient. Yeah. All right, everybody there? Okay, therefore, examples C and D, do those by yourself. Let's see how you do. Be nice.
That's a compliment.
Copy that, please. All right, for letter C, let's see what the factors are. Nina. S plus 6 times 4s minus 5. Hands, have you got that? That is correct. Letter D, Hannah, what'd you get?
I got S plus 2s plus 3.
2x plus 3 times?
7x plus 1.
7x plus 1. Hands, have you got that? Yep, those are my factors. Do 2 more, copy these. Examples E and F. These have a little slider to it. Let's see if you catch it on both. Go. Okay, letter E. How about, who haven't I called in a while? Cassandra, what'd you get for E? X plus 4 in parentheses. Y in parentheses. Hands, have you got that? That is correct. Yeah, if you notice, we were left, after we got the GCF, we were left with 3y minus 2y, and then you needed to simplify to leave it with 1y. Does that make sense? Okay. F. Cassandra, pass to someone? Geo. What'd you get for F?
5x minus 2.
5x minus 2. Hands, have you got that?
No? Okay, never mind.
Close.
Just kidding.
Squared.
I got it! You should get me something.
Alright, so yeah, so when we factor this, we get 5x minus 2, and then we're left with 5x minus 2, and another way of writing it is like this. Okay? Alright? Copy this one. Example 4A. It says factor each polynomial by grouping. Check your answer. 6h to the 4th minus 4h to the 3rd plus 12h minus 8. Just copy it. I'm going to go over this process. 6h to the 4th minus 4h to the 3rd plus 12h minus 8. Okay. Writing utensils down, thinking hat on, or thinking cap on. Look at it. Look at this polynomial. Look at the polynomial. Tell your neighbor one thing you notice about this polynomial, please.
I don't have the part. There are two negatives.
There's no gradient on that.
I don't have one.
But there's an 8.
Maybe
But then the 8 can't have.
Okay. Who saw that it's in standard form?
Nope.
Okay.
No one cares.
So look up, please. It's in standard form, so keep that in mind for these next problems that are coming up. So writing utensils down, I'm going to go over this process. This process is called factoring by grouping. Factoring by grouping. And of course, usually the title of the method should give us a clue as to what we're going to do. Kind of like when we did systems of equations solved by substitution, what did we do? Substituted. For elimination, we did what? Eliminated, and so on and so forth. So for this one, by grouping, what does it mean? Well, we need to group two at a time. So I'm going to group these two, and I'm going to group these two. So pay attention, please. Now that I split it into two groups, I'm going to focus on this group. What is the GCF for this? 2h to the 3rd. Once again, if you don't see it in your mind, factor it out. There's 4 h's, 3 h's, so both of them have at least 3 h's, right? All right, so 6 divided by 2 is 3. We took 3 of these h's out, so we're left with 1. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2, and the h to the 3rd is out. Okay. Let's go to bring down the plus. I'm going to go to the second group. What is the GCF for this one? 4, and I'm left with 3h minus 2, and what do you guys notice?
Oh my gosh.
You guys notice it?
Yeah.
So what is my first factor? 3h minus 2, which is here and here, and what's left? 2h cubed plus 4. Copy that, please. These are my factors. Bam.
No 10 cubes?
Oh, yes. Thank you. What?
Never mind.
Wow, be nice. Copy that, please. Okay, everybody got this?
Yeah.
All right, let me give you one to see if you can do this next one by yourself. Once again, remember, call by grouping because we need to start with two groups. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Find the GCF, factor out, and then that's how you find your factors. Here we go. Example 4B. Copy this. You don't have to copy the instructions anymore. Oh, sorry. Let me go back to the previous one. Yes. What did I forget to do? Everyone.
You need to check your answer.
Check. So I'm going to check using the area model. Because we multiply, right? So one dimension is 3h minus 2. Focus, please. 2h cubed plus 4. So let's see. 3h times 2h cubed, that's 6h to the 4th. 3h times 4, that's positive 12h. Negative 2 times 2h cubed, that's negative 4h cubed. Negative 2 times 4, that's negative 8. So let's see. This is 6h to the 4th. I draw my peanut here. 12h minus... Oh, wait a minute. Are these... They're not common. My bad. So I bring this one down. Negative 4h cubed. This one is positive 12h minus 8. Did I end up with what I started with?
Yes.
Yes, that is correct. And that's how we check. Are we there? All right. So now we are on the next one. Example 4B. 5y to the 4th minus 15y cubed plus y squared minus 3y. See if you can do that one by yourself. Copy that and go. All right. Check with your neighbor, see what they got. Okay, let's see. We group these two. GCF for the first two is 5y cubed, is that correct? We're left with y minus 3 plus these two is y, we're left with y minus 3. Therefore, my factors are y minus 3 times 5y cubed plus y. Are you up to right there? Are you good? Hold on. However, look at this one. Can we factor out another here? Yes, a y. And we're left with 5y squared plus 1 y minus 3. So my factors are y times y minus 3 times 5y squared plus 1. Yes?
Do you want us to simplify that all the way, or to stop at
If you can see the simplification after that step, go ahead and simplify.
But on like a party?
Oh, that's true. For right now, just worry about if you see it, go ahead and simplify. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. Any questions, comments? So far, so good? Okay, go to the next one, example 4C. What? Yeah, I know. I'm going to move on because I need to get to the next one. So, but you already know how to check, right?
Yeah.
You can distribute this in here, and then from there do the area model, and that's how you check your multiplication. Okay? Let's do the next one together. Example 4C. Copy this one. Here it goes. So, Jocelyn, what do you notice? It's in standard form, from highest degree to lowest degree, yes? So the first thing we're going to do is group it into 2 terms and 2 terms. So for right now, we're going to focus on these 2. What's our GCF for the first 2? And we're left with 6 divided by 2 is 3, and b cubed divided by b squared, we're left with b, plus 8 divided by 2 is 4, b squared divided by b squared is 1, and it's already there in the 4. All right, plus, what's GCF for the second? 3, and we're left with 3b plus 4. So at this point, Jocelyn, what does this first term have in common with this second term? 3b plus 4, which is this one and that one. And what's left over? 2b squared plus 3. Those are my factors. Okay? Yes?
What happened with it?
Very good question, Matthew. What if it's not in standard form? Copy this one. Bam! First copy it. Matthew would be nice. He's like, no. Yeah. 2x cubed minus 12x squared plus 18 minus 3x. All right. What do you guys notice?
Not in standard form.
So what do we need to do?
Then you put it in standard form.
Wow. 2x cubed minus 12x squared minus 3x plus 18. All right. Let me group these first 2. But look here, this dilemma. This is the first time we have a negative here in the middle. I'm going to include it, look up with this, the third term. But if I do that, I need to put a little plus, look up, in between these two parentheses, because we're not multiplying yet, right? So GCF for these two is 2x squared, so I'm left with x minus 6. GCF for these two is 3, is that correct?
Yeah.
But if the first term has a negative, we include it with a GCF. So it's what? Negative 3. So we're left with x minus 6. And what are my two factors?
X minus 6 and 2x squared minus 3.
What's that?
It's a factor.
Oh. It's still there. It's just invisible. Our home plate for tonight,
Oh, okay.
since I picked up your page 529 and behind it is 530, yours will be page 531 through 532. For those of you that are watching the video, if you have 530, you do page 530. Okay? There's tutoring today. If I don't see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Enjoy your home plate.